people think that we are crazy, and we are not. We are seeing things that we've never seen before, and it seemed like our systems, they are trying to bring them down, and all of this stuff is being manufactured.
Yeah.
And nobody seems to have anything to say about it.
Yeah, especially when you talk about the Supreme Court, our systems, when it talks about our laws and the Constitution. You know, when people break those Constitution and break those laws, Simon, who is held and are holding those individuals accountable?
I have no idea. I have no idea. It's like we're living in a third world country.
Yes.
That's what it seemed like. Well, Biden was up there in Michigan still trying to sell his plan, which is no plan.
The one that's collapsing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I want y'all to take a look at this clip because I have some things to say. Take a look at this, you all.
Parenthetically, when you build a charging station, it's like back in the day when my grandpa worked for the American Oil Company back in the turn of in the 1920 in that area. They went from state to state convincing people that allow them to put 20,000 gallons of gasoline under the ground. They didn't want them around. But guess what happened? Everything builds up around them.
Okay, you know what? So first of all, we are not living back in the 1920 era. We're living in 2021.
That's right. That's right.
And he's talking about building these charging stations. Well, what's going to happen when your car need to be charged in the middle of a road and you can't go get a charge? Because, you know, with a regular car with gas, if you run out of gas in the middle of the road or on the side of the road, you can always walk to a gas station to get gas to fill it up.
Oh, you sure can.
Yeah,
but maybe he's thinking about having handheld batteries or chargers to charge up the battery.
And I keep hearing them talk about climate change and the oil. But how do they know these electrical cars will not pollute our environment?
Whoa.
See, because what you want to do is dismantle our system that we're used to create something else.
Okay,
come on.
What you just said.
Come on.
So why do you want to dismantle something that's natural, of a natural resource? Okay, versus and to create something that you have to manufacture.
Come on.
You have to put together.
Come on.
Why?
That
don't make any sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense. But a lot more things he said didn't make any sense. Take a look at this, y'all.
We have to invest in resilience. Resilience. You saw Texas, their entire power grid went down because they had no resilience, the ability to build back and build things stronger.
You know what? See, this is what ticks me off.
Well, but taking America back to the Stone Ages is not being resilient.
That's right. And building what's those called? Those little windmills.
Windmills.
And nobody not saying, well, what happens if a storm come through here and it freezes this here? Nobody thought of that.
Nobody thought about that.
That is a cool idea for somebody to build that and only depend on that to heat a place up. So watch who you're blaming, Mr. Biden. I blame you for all of this.
That's right.
Because wasn't he supposed to be the leader? And he keeps talking about he wants to build back stronger by getting rid of one problem, and he's going to create a bigger problem.
That's exactly what's happening. But it's manufactured.
It's all being manufactured to bring down the United States of America.
That's right.
But that's not all, you all. Take a look at this.
As I said, I'm a capitalist. I think you should be able to make a lot of money in America, but just pay your fair share.
Well, I want to know, when is Biden going to start paying his fair share?
When?
And when is he going to make those members of Congress, especially them Democrats that walked in poor and now they're very rich, when they going to make them pay their fair share?
That's right.
Okay? And my thing is, you know, he's telling people to pay their fair share. Well, how is it that he can create trillions of dollars and then he want to throw that back on the American people for the American people to say, okay, you know what? Hey, you got to pay for this.
Create trillions of dollars in debt.
That's right. So that if you are a millionaire, if you've attained an American dream, he want to take away your dream, allow you to live the American nightmare, but he created the mess.
That's right. And then he going to come out and lie to the American people talking about he's a capitalist.
That's right.
No, what he is a liar.
That's what he is. And then he's up there touting this here bill in Michigan, and touting this thing in Michigan as if it's going to be all of these trillions of dollars, but the American people don't have to worry about anything. I guess we don't have to pay for it. If you go add this on to the deficit,
that's right,
to the debt that we already have, what you mean we not going to be paying for it? And then you going to go after the people that's making $400,000 or more to make them pay for it, but you created it.
You created it. And the ones that voted for it, I don't care if you Democrat, Republican, Independent, or whatever you are, whoever voted for this mess should be the one to pay for it.
No. Joe need to pay for it. How about that? He the one trying to create it.
Start building this economy to beat the competition and deliver for working families.
He said, beat the competition, Phil. He said, beat the competition. How can you beat the competition when you fix it for the competition to beat us, to beat the United States of America? You're trying to tank us economically by adding trillions to our debt. And then you're lying to us, saying it won't cost us a dime. You're driving a wedge through us socially by dividing us based on vaccinated or unvaccinated. Just look at what it's done to do. Politically, you're doing whatever you want to do.
But this is what I want to know, Diamond. Who is Jim Crow Joe really working for?
He sounds like he's working for China.
Because he's not American people.
Sounds like he's working for a communist country. Come on. And it sounds like he's trying to hand our country over to another country.
That's right.
Because this stuff none of this here seems real to me.
That's right.
But this is what's happening to the United States of America. This man is trying to bring the United States of America down. And you better stand up for your country. Or pretty soon, fooling around with Jim Crow Joe, you ain't gonna have a country.
That's right.
Just watch Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.